Hey, welcome to Sunday Night Live, the weekly Sunday night podcast. My name is Marc and I'm co-founder of Guhuza. And Marc, you want to introduce yourself?
Good night, good night. I'm Mark Anthony Jackson, talent and client coordinator here at Guhuza. And we're excited for tonight. We still don't have a name for this podcast, Mark.
No,
What's the
we're still
name?
deciding.
Still deciding. Like Mark squared is Mark plus Mark. So many things on the mind. I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. We're still taking
Well,
comments, still taking suggestions, right?
yeah, like let's get some ideas from people and be as creative as you want. I mean, what's unusual with our names is like we're both Marks with a C, and so bookmarks kind of works but doesn't work. But given it's a K, but I'm sure somebody's going to come up with a cool name and not ChatGPT driven, maybe, right?
Let's hope.
So we got Brain Boost on the website.
Yeah,
What's
let's
that? You
go
want to
over
talk
that.
about that, Mark?
Well, what I know is that there's 500 questions, Mark. Have you gone through? What type of questions are there on Brain Boost?
It's like everything. Everything on
Everything.
resumes, interviews, multiple choice. And I think there's 50 levels of 10 questions. And it's really easy to do. We have Adienka, who's at the top of the leaderboard. So we're waiting for somebody to knock her off. So visit Guhuza.com, go to Brain Boost. It's in the top right-hand corner of the website. And give it a shot. Yeah, give it a shot. It's great preparation for people looking for a job.
Fun game to play. Always prepare yourself for your next interview. Get the
Uh,
general questions, understand, try.
Challenge your friends. See how you do. Do a speed. So you get points for right questions, and love to see it. So we get this question a lot, Mark. When people lose their job, what's the first thing they should do? What do you think?
Whew. I mean, well, the first thing anyone should do when they lose their job is first, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't apply to everything and anything just because you lost your job and you need something quick. Don't isolate yourself and don't disappear. Those are top three things you got to do first. Um, Mark B, I know there's some more advice. There's deeper advice to this. That you could add on to this, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's gonna be stressful. A lot of people losing their jobs, but yeah, I would say the first thing to do is like talk to people, like tell people. I know there might be some time that you need to decompress, you need to go away, like just be on your own and just whatever. But when you're ready to go, like tell people your network's your lifeline. Um, opportunities going to come through people. There's still 80% of jobs are found through the hidden job market, not posting. So not advertised jobs. People know, people hear that you're looking for a job, that you lost your job or you're not working. Get your resume up to date, update your LinkedIn, get your profile on Guhuza for live interviews, of course. Like that, our goal is to get people interviewed live as quickly as possible on the platform. Message people that you worked with. What else, Mark? Any other ideas?
Well, I mean, there's as you hit the nail on the head with it. There's no greater way to get a job than knowing someone through a reference or anything like that. But the best way to get to know someone is like through Gahuza, a live interview right then and there. So you can speak to them instantly and get that connection and build off of that and hopefully get you that opportunity.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Get your name out there. Get people. Start talking to people, right? And yeah, live interviews. I mean, what can beat it? Upload your resume, get pinged for a live interview, and don't even have to apply, right? It's pretty cool.
and one thing I heard a lot this week, Mark B, from job seekers and everyone alike is how did we get the name Gahuza?
Right? It's like, what the heck does that mean?
Exactly.
So that's a good question. We get that a lot, right? And so the short answer is like it means to connect in Rwanda out of Africa. We don't have any real connection with Africa or Rwanda or anything specific, but we wanted like something different. We wanted something unique. We wanted 6 letters or less. We needed the .ca and .com URLs to be available. You got it. We went through Google. We literally went through Google Translate to connect. And what does that translate into? All the 200 plus languages that are in Google Translate, and there were 5 or 6 that we narrowed it down to. We took a vote, and we all, I think there were 5 number ones was Guhuza, and somebody selected it as number 2 and as favorite. So we went with Guhuza, and it's just kind of weird, a little bit different. I mean, we could have easily called it any variation of jobs, interview, live, resumes, things like that. But we wanted to differentiate it from a job board. So yeah, definitely a key question that comes up. One other idea that came up too was resume naming, and there was an idea that came up. You want to talk about that?
Yes, and everyone there's a lot of job seekers that ask us um not just about their resume, but they're sending their resume off to employers. They're sending it by email, they're sending it by through application forms, right? So what should your resume be named, right? At the end of the day, people don't typically think about that. So one thing that you should do, something that you should always think about when you're doing your resume, keep it in a PDF or a doc. That's what you want to always do. Keep it in a PDF or doc when you're sending it to an employer. And you want to start it off by saying your first name underscore your last name underscore resume dot PDF or dot doc. You want to keep it simple and straightforward. It keeps it professional, searchable, and it's easy for memory recall and human clarity. Because at the end of the day, who's looking at that name? Not another person. It's another person. It's going to be another person down the line somewhere, somehow. Someone's going to take a look at it, and if they see a bunch of jumbled garbage, they might not even be bothered. So that's always something to keep in mind. Keep your resume a PDF or doc, and make sure first name underscore last name underscore resume dot PDF or doc to make sure it's professional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or just first name, last name, and resume. Like I mean, I've seen we see resumes come in every day, and some of them have like number like Jim 02 da 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 dot PDF. It's like who is that? Like what's the number? What does that represent? So they're pretty easy to save and keep it that way, right? So we went to a lot of job fairs this week. It was busy.
Ooh, this week,
This past
this
week was
week.
last week. Well, last week now, but this past week was a lot. What'd you see?
Oh my
What did you
God.
notice?
Okay. Well, one thing, well, I went to a job fair in downtown Toronto, and we revealed the analyzers feature that we have on the platform. So we released it. The I think it was last week we released this, or the week before, a few weeks ago. Let's say we released this resume analyzer, and we decided to take it into the job fairs, and we were able to analyze hundreds of resumes in those few days, and we had a lot of volume. There was a lot of stress from employers, not employers, but job seekers. Job seekers are saying, they're still seeing problems. They're still trying, they're still applying, they're still engaging, and they're discouraged at the end of the day that their resumes aren't, nothing's happening with them. And the truth is that people aren't lazy. The system is noisy, and we just got to avoid all of that and really, try the resume analyzer feature yourself, and really understand what the results are, and take into consideration what should I change on my resume, what are employers really looking for.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's free to use. You just when you register with Guhuza, you'll go through the steps, and it'll say, "Hey, do you want to use the resume analyzer?" It's really good. Like it's free, and you just click that button, and we'll give you a score on your resume, and we'll tell you what should be fixed, what you may want to consider, and why it identifies spelling, grammatical mistakes too. So always good to have a second set of eyes, and we have that for employers too. When they upload a job, there's an analyzer that tells them what's good or bad about their job description, and they can click, apply. They got a new job description. It's pretty cool. So I don't know, just there's other stats that came out this week, and we're always looking at numbers. And 90% of companies are missing hiring goals. 38% of recruiter time is being lost to scheduling. 57% of candidates abandon broken processes when they're applying for jobs. Fraud is on the uptick. AI is everywhere, but judgment is missing. So the firms, like companies that are, automating their operations, protecting those relationships, looking at that user experience, and still keeping that human decision making are winning this game at this point. AI is everywhere. I mean, it's just with all around. Every time you turn around, it's like AI this, AI that. But really, really, like the ones that are going to win, like Guhuza. I mean, we use AI and to match to get the right people to the right jobs. But it's kind of like always look at the user experience. We look at what can make it better, and we're working really to deliver the best match jobs to the right people at the right time when they want to be interviewed. So as we get Guhuza even further in, I was talking to somebody earlier on today, like really, we want to get one candidate coming into the waiting room. So when does that candidate respond? When is that job seeker most likely to come into the waiting room? And which candidate is the right candidate to come in for which job? So like that's where we're going, right? And the right timing. And we're past the crawling. We're now walking. We're on the verge of running. So now it's just a question of, okay, let's get marathon, man. Right? We're gonna sprint.
We gotta keep moving. We gotta keep coming along, and we gotta be joined by more job seekers. We gotta be joined by more employers because at the end of the day, we can't make this work without everyone joining along. And who does this benefit more than anyone else? Not the job seeker. So join on. Come on, try the platform. Let's see what we could do.
Be part of the community. So next week, we're going to talk maybe about signal versus noise and AI hiring, why speed without trust breaks systems, and why resumes don't tell stories anymore. So join us next Sunday night. Great week ahead, hopefully. Hopefully it gets a bit warmer than it has been here, but pretty much all of North America has been covered by
snow or ice.
I was talking to some guys in Texas, and they've got a 3 inches of ice down there, which has been, I think it's melted now, but it's highly unusual. So here's to a good week ahead. Put in the comments what your thoughts are on our podcast, and maybe next week we should just announce something and just go with it, right, Marc?
Yeah, and before we end off today, I just want to announce every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, I do a little event where I speak to job seekers, give live walkthroughs on Guhuza, and I give you the floor. At the end of the day, give me your real questions. I'll provide you real answers, and let's just speak honestly to each other about what's going on in the marketplace, what's going on for employers and job seekers across North America. At the end of the day, this is no scripts, no fluff. It's not even. It's just let's go, let's chat, and let's figure it out. So be sure to join me on Thursday.
Amazing.
And you could find that on LinkedIn, typically on Guhuza's LinkedIn page, and there's a Google form, and you can register there.
Amazing. Good stuff. Marc, let's rock and roll.
Hopefully next week we might come up with a name.
Yeah, by then we should roll something out, but that'll be fun. Anyways, have a great week, everybody. And thanks for watching. And Marc, take care. Stay warm.
Let's hope for another great week. Have a great one. Bye, guys.
Take care. Bye, everybody.